Right. Sliced it. About 6 layers of skin deep. Should have skin dishes, but fuck that. Right, so. Hand hasn't stopped doing this since I fucking did the fucking thumb, right? Just not happy, Jan. Parkinson's fucking hand going on, right? Might work for guitar later. Oh, tried guitar. Can't play that for a while, no. Fuck that up. Righto, so. Backstory. Recently, cut this thumb there. Also 6 layers deep shit. That took a while to heal. Still healing. It's not healed inside. I keep feeling it's doing its shit under the skin. So, I've got both thumbs damaged at the moment, right? Backstory. I broke both my toes at the same time years ago. Dropping a fucking 9 bar on them. Boom! Broken toes. 2 days before that, I fell on the wood pile. Did me coccyx at the same time. Right, so, this is all important information. Right now, my back is out and I can't get the fucker to fucking pop right in. There's one thing that won't move. Except it's moving right now because we've got a space. The shaking and everything, it's because the tendon that's cut here is holding in this zone right here. In there. See that lump? That's the tendon that should be in the thumb. It's dropped. Dropped a stitch. So I'm holding onto that fucker so it doesn't drop any further, because it will. It'll just keep dropping back until dead. If you don't watch it, that's what happens. So I know what's happening. So I'm on the tendon trail. Don't you worry about that. Been talking about it for fucking years. No one listens. All right. So this is an anecdotal marker because I'm now working at the country club. I'm a dish pig and I cut my hand on the broken dish in the water that I didn't see. Right? In a situation that could have been avoided. We won't go there. The head chef, who I adore, absolutely love him, Vishal. Back in 18 months ago, I worked there and he and I went head to head and it didn't end well because he threatened me. I turned my back on him and stopped looking at him and connecting with him. And 2 seconds later, pretty much a week, I don't know, a couple of days, he cut his hand so bad he had to have 6 months off. Right, well, in the kitchen tonight, I lost my shit at someone who probably doesn't know any better and is very, very useful and very helpful and deserves a lot of my respect as a good waiter. But I'm the dish pig, and waitresses and waiters that don't respect the dish pig, I always defended the dish pig and bit the waitress in front of the dish pig and said, if you don't fucking respect this person, I'm going to sack you. So I defended myself on that level platform, but I went a little hard. Turned to one of the ladies who has all the boys under her wing, right? She's the mother on deck. I turned to her and I said, when I was a maitre d', if a waiter of mine or a waitress didn't respect the dish pig, I sacked him. And then I muttered with her listening the whole fucking time. And then I ended up crying because the pain was fucking intense. And I couldn't stop. I couldn't quit because we'd just done a 200 meal night and a buffet, and it was a full house. We had staff of, there were 4 chefs. Sussy, Vishal, Clayton, and Sol. 4 chefs. 4 waiters, waitresses. Yes, because Naveem was in the mix as well. And Naveem made a D, he's there, and me. And we were all fucking rocking it. And then the end of the night was fucking hardcore because we'd just done a big night, right? So the dish pig is kind of necessary at the end of the night. If the dish pig isn't there and isn't worthy of a medal, team fails. Team gets out late and team's demoralised because a good night that ends quick is a great night. Bosses are happy because there's less wages. People are happy because they can go home and get pissed or whatever and stop serving other people and look after themselves. So I couldn't leave, but I should have. I should have gone straight to the ER and got stitches. And fuck that, like I said, regardless of job or anything. I don't do doctors. personal motto. No medical intervention. Okay? So, this will be my test. Vishal cut his hand. He cut the tendon so bad he had to have microsurgery and 6 months off, right? Well, that was his trail of discovery. I'm going to do it my way. I've got the support system structure for the thumb so that it's intact, upright. At the moment, without the band-aids, this top bit is going fucking. It's just flesh. There's nothing, right? It's a dead top thumb at the moment. So I'm keeping it all gripped and tightly motived in my head. The thumb is the important thing. But what it's doing is it's making my body go, fuckness. I got movement in areas I couldn't move. It's a perfect fucking wound. I'm loving it. I hated it at the time. The pain was unbearable. And in front of other people I've just met, I was crying tears. Now, those tears weren't just from the cut hand pain. They were the tears of a year at the Roadhouse, what I've experienced there. Now I'm in the kitchen in a loving environment. I felt safe. Enough to be real. I was in pain and I had a little teary session going on. It didn't stop me working, but I was sniffy and... No, it's very painful. It's all right. We'll keep going. I'll be here. I can't afford to lose my job. I can't afford for the team not to get out on time. There was no way to leave, and I didn't want to, honestly. I wanted to end the night with the team, on purpose, because it's a hell ride at the moment. I'm 2 nights new, and they're all doing the energy shuffle of, you're the bottom of the barrel because you're the dish pig. Fuck you. I'm the top of the food chain. That means you're fucked. Because at the end of the night, I've kept the ship rolling very, very efficiently, and all we've got is the last 200 plates all coming in at once because it's all the mains all finished at once. People, dawdle. They're having a night out. Everyone gets their entrees around the right times. Reasonably, we do 6 till 8. So everyone's doing entrees, mains, and then desserts. And all the plates, well, the buffet had to be cleared. Jesus, it was huge. But it would have been worse if I hadn't have been there. If I had stopped when I was wounded, they'd still be there now. Vishal recognised that. I know that. He came over and gave me a Band-Aid moment. Thanks. I went back to work. As you do. Because head chef and I both agreed, you're okay. I know I'm okay. It just fucking kills, man. And I'm tired and it was fucking... I'll tell him tomorrow. The tears I was crying was just overload of fucking pain. Emotionally, physically and spiritually, I'm fucked at the moment, right? The week off didn't help. It just got my house in order enough for me to do the healing process, which will take a while. Anywho, back to the thumb. This is going to take a while. I'm going to have to figure out a way to do dishes to not get it wet. Because wet skin doesn't suture together. Wet skin goes dead fish. Right. So I've got to keep it dry as possible for it to do its healing stick together shit that I want it to do. I don't want it to heal straight, so I think a splint. I'm going to have to wear a glove. I hate gloves. But I've trained my other hand tonight on how to do it different and a different standing position. And it was a bit more efficient based on the way the kitchen's designed anyway. So I'll keep that in play. A big long glove. One up to the armpit. Make sure it doesn't get wet. No. Anywho, that's it. Anecdotal moment marker. Thanks for listening. This is so that when Vishal and I have a conversation... Hi, Vishal. This was recorded in anticipation. Don't get me started. Okay, so this is to prove the point. This will be 3 days dead fish in shaky shit, and then I'll have it right and sorted. Don't you worry about that, Jack. The thumb will come back, and there'll be no scar, there'll be no damage, no money outlaid, no time off work. And in his face, I'll show him. And I'll say, this is another way that you could have chosen. That if I'd been talking with you, if you hadn't threatened me, I might have helped you with. But anywho, them's the breaks. In your face. 3 days. It'll be fixed. Love you lots. Big time. Bye now.